Hello, once again, welcome to Market Fresh Let's Cook. It's another week. I realized that it's been a long time since we cook a fish dish. So today we are going to make sweet and sour fish. This is a dish, it's a very common dish, but I guess everybody have their own way of preparing this dish. So this is my way of preparing this dish. Why I chose this dish this week is because it's a dish that is popular among the old, the young, or even children. When I was young, my mom, my grandma used to cook this dish. It has always been our favorite. So today we are going to use sea bass fillet to cook this fish. So it's boneless, it's very suitable for kids, and it's a very good dish for rice. You eat it with rice. So let us introduce you the ingredients that we'll be using for this dish today. I have gotten a sea bass fillet. Alright, this has been deboned already. Other than this, we have some vegetables. So these are the vegetables that we'll be using for this dish. We need about a small little quarter of a red bell pepper, and then also some yellow bell pepper. This is for the color, and about a quarter cucumber for the crunchiness. And then my onions are small, so I'm using 1.5 onion. We're just going to chop this up, and also chop up the ginger slice. And for a little bit of tangy taste, I'm using pineapple, 2 slices of pineapple, and also some spring onion for garnish. We also need a little bit of corn flour. The corn flour is actually to coat the fish a little before we pan fry it. And some seasoning for the fish, some salt, white pepper. And for the sauce, very simple. We're just going to have some apple cider vinegar, and also some sugar, about 2 teaspoons of sugar over here, and some tomato sauce. Yeah, so these are the basic, very basic ingredients that I'm going to use here for the dish today. So let us start by marinating the fish first. So we're going to marinate the fish with some dash of white pepper. Alright, just a little bit, and also a pinch of salt. So rub the seasoning, and then we're going to do the other side too. And if you are making this for kids who doesn't eat spicy food, be gentle on the pepper, or you can actually omit out the pepper. Let's leave it aside and prepare the rest of the vegetables. Let's start with chopping up the pineapple. Alright, so pineapple, we only need 2 small little slices of pineapple. Right, so I'm just going to dice it into small little cubes, so that it's easier to eat. So when we are dicing the all the vegetable, right, just make sure that it's of a similar size, so that the whole dish in terms of presentation wise will look the same. Not too small, otherwise when you cook all this vegetable, right, it's going to be all minced up. Yeah, yellow pepper, yellow bell pepper. Alright, remember to remove the white part, so be careful. We do not want this yellow part here. Right, so we are just going to dice it into small little cubes. So I'm only using 1/4 of the yellow bell pepper. Same goes for the red bell pepper. Same goes for the red bell pepper also. So I'm going to remove this part, because this part it's actually the heart of the vegetable, so we do not want this. Yeah, so just remove this. So if you want something that is very sweet, choose the yellow one. The yellow one will be the sweetest, followed by the red, and then the green one. So all this can be eaten raw, just like our cucumber. So chop the ends. I do not want the ends. And then cut the cucumber like that. and then into small little strip. Right. At the same time, I want to remove the heart of the cucumber. You know, the seed, the cucumber seed, because that one will make the cucumber a bit watery. So I do not want the seed. And then let's dice it the same size as the red and yellow pepper. This will make your dish very crunchy. Yeah. This is the onion. We are using 1.5 onions. You can use brown onions also. Yeah, doesn't matter. So let's also chop up the onions. See, I use small onion. So 1.5 small onion actually use quite a lot after you chop it up. Yeah. And then lastly will actually be our ginger. So ginger, I only need about 1 slice of ginger. Let's remove the skin. We do not want the skin of the ginger. So ginger, we will mince it. Alright, let's mince the ginger. I cut it into strip and then dice it into, cut it into very small thin slice, because when we cook this dish, right, we do not want to be able to bite on the ginger. So let's mince it into very small parts so that we don't bite into ginger. Alright, before we pan fry the fish, let us put some corn flour. So this will prevent, you know, sticking of the fish on your frying pan. Yeah, so let's rub. Just a small little amount will do. Do not over put the corn flour, because we don't want it to be like crusty. We just want to be able to pan fry the fish. Yeah, so just rub just a little bit. As long as we can dry out the fish skin. Yeah, and then the belly also. So as you can see, I just dab a small little part. Okay, just a small little part. Alright, this will do. And then set this aside. You can heat up some oil. Make sure that your pan is hot before we actually drop in the fish. Yeah. So how do I check whether my pan is hot enough? I use my chopstick and then just dip it in, and then I see whether at the side any bubble. So if you see bubbling like that, it means you know, your pan is hot enough. You can actually drop in the fish right now. And then remember your heat, you have to change to medium, because we want to slowly pan fry the fish. We do not want to burn the fish. So sometimes I will have a tongue with me, and then I will peep a little bit to see if my fish is done. It should be nicely brown. Alright, now let's flip and see if the fish is done. Be very careful when you flip the fish over, yeah. Because we do not want to break the fish, yeah. So the skin is very nicely done on this side. You can see. The other side should also take about 3 to 5 minutes to cook lah. So now the fish should be cooked already. Let's turn off the heat And then let's serve it on a plate. Right? Let's serve it on this plate. So I'm going to serve my whole dish on this plate and set this aside. Alright, using the same frying pan, let's add in just a little bit more oil. Not too much, just a little bit more, about half a tablespoon more. And we're going to fry the vegetables. And fry the ginger. So let the ginger have some aromatic first. Then we will add in the onion. Fry until the onion turns a little bit translucent. Yeah. So at this point, I will also add a little bit of salt for seasoning. A pinch of salt. So fry until the onion turns a little bit translucent. Yeah. Onion is almost done. You can see that the color changes. Now it's a little bit light pink color. It's not as purple as earlier. So we can actually put in the rest of the vegetables, the red bell pepper and the yellow bell pepper, as well as the cucumber. We'll leave the pineapple to the last because pineapple is a fruit. So we can add that the last when the other vegetables are ready, right? At the same time, I'm going to add in some tomato ketchup. So about 3 tablespoons of tomato ketchup. And also some sugar, 2 teaspoons of sugar. 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. Alright, if you don't have apple cider vinegar, you can actually use white vinegar. That's also okay. And then we need some water, 1/4 cup of water. And then mix it well. Let it boil. And let the consistency of the sauce thicken. Right? I also try to see if the taste is right. See, very nice, colorful. You have your green, your yellow, and your red. So it's a very appetizing and colorful dish to cook for your family. Alright, I think the taste is good. Let us add in the pineapple now. So pineapple will give the more tangy taste to this dish. So remember to not over add the water. We just want it to have enough sauce for the fish. Yeah, so I added about maybe 50 ml to 80 ml of water, so about 1/4 cup like that. So now we can turn off the heat. The vegetable is done because all the vegetables can be eaten raw, so we do not want to overcook the vegetable. We want to maintain the crunchiness of the vegetables, so we can serve the dish now. So let us put the vegetable over the fish. Oh, looks so pretty, yeah? We want some sauce also. Can put the rest of the vegetables at the side. So with this dish, right, you don't even need to actually cook any more veg because green red bell pepper, yellow and red bell pepper are all your vegetables. Yeah. And before we serve, let's also put some spring onion. Wow, looks so pretty. So see, so simple. So this is our sweet and sour sea bass. Hope you like this dish. And we will see you again next week. Bye. Bye bye.